I did not know that. Oh no. Oh, okay, let's see. Where's my phone? Because I think I'm gonna use that when it comes to looking at chat. Alright, one quick second, because I think if I remember where I put the... Where did I put the pad to change myself? Oh wait, no, it's in my menu. There we go. Alright, now, hello chat, how's it going? Welcome. As you can see, we're playing Hat in Time. And today we're being joined by the one and only Emyfails. So, Emmy, want to say anything to chat? Nice. Oh! Can't be attacking each other yet, we haven't started the game. Give me a second. Oh! And let me just check real quick, because... Crap, my things are... Hang on, my Streamlabs is a bit junky at the moment. Yeah, thank you, Emmy, for the follow. Alright, so... I'm not the best when it comes to starting things, but you know what? We're gonna start this game. At least not on the PC, and oh no. So, understood. Oh, TBJs, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't hear any. It's not just you, Jace, it's because I forgot. Thank you, Lucky Luca, for the follow. And thank you for the hosting. Now, real quick, I'm an idiot. Because I forgot to unmute my desktop audio, which leads to Discord. Next time, gotta remember to put that in Mixer. Thank you, Emmy.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Anyway, I'm good.
Well, I'm here now.
Again, really thank you so much. Also, just figured out that the mod for the Devil Kid,
What is this?
it doesn't
Flying
look well
boat?
in cutscenes.
All boats need to pay toll in Mafia Town, even in space. Mafia company
Yeah,
to
you
collect.
just gotta be careful with that stuff.
Yep.
Oh, rude.
I am alive.
Nice. I'm just gonna be walking out. Oh, you know, that's fine.
How did the mafia guy get up there when I think about it?
I don't know. I felt like they launched him up there. You know, like a wooden plank, like a seesaw. Just jumped on the other side and flung him up here. Yeah, you're right.
Also,
Rose,
I don't know
sometimes
if it was
takes
just
a
me,
few
but there are
tries.
some frame drops on your stream. Maybe it's just me, I don't know.
It's probably not just you. Again, the Wi-Fi might be a little bit bad this stream. Maybe, hopefully.
That's okay.
God, I might actually have to think about upgrading.
Stop streaming, it's alright.
Yeah. I just have to think about upgrading the optimum thing, though. That's the only...
What's your upload?
The upload, it should be 3 megabytes, but... Well, I mean, I upgraded to add 3 more megabytes. It's... If I remember... 20. 20 was the last time what it said. But... I am running multiple devices now.
20 for your upload?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and what bitrate are you streaming at?
Bitrate. Now, that I can't remember. Let me see, because I think it was 25 kilobytes. this is... Oh, boy. I knew I should have tested this out. What's going on with the game itself? It's not producing any sound. Oh, no. Please tell me the game didn't freeze.
Just give it a bit. The game is the most stable game I ever known.
I mean, hey, at least it's not Skyrim. That's all I can say. Alright, now we're in the game. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't know who I'm racing. I want to race you, but I know I'm supposed to race Mustache Girl.
I'm just bouncing over, please.
Oh.
Even if you do catch up to her, you won't be able.
That is fair because I do remember this scene.
Hey you!
Looks like you dropped
Down
your
there.
jump.
Don't think I didn't see you stalking me!
I love her
Us
accent.
kids should stick together,
It's fantastic.
not stalk one another. I mean, Mafia
Hi,
Town can be
yay.
a really dangerous
Like, what
place.
part of
So what'd you
British
say?
is that? Like,
Wanna
what
join
British
my little
dialect?
rebellion?
I actually don't know.
Oh!
I feel
And why
like-
is she the only
Did you
British?
have anything to do with the junk
Oh my-
falling from the sky?
Oh my gosh, she is the only
Yeah?
British one in this.
Yikes! Looks like you.
And we
got a
have
lot of
Russian
cleaning
accents.
up to do, huh?
We
Fair enough.
have more.
Tell you what.
Oh, big old button.
It was like Eastern Asia, East Asia,
I think
Lower
it is.
Asia, the Asia. Or is, I don't know, it's not like the Saudi Arabian sort of like accent.
Follow me, rebel squad.
Hang on up, Kevin. Hey, I picked up some yarn. For the best hat in the game. Let's see, British girl. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no.
all British girls have mustaches.
I mean, I've never been to Britain, so maybe that's true.
You've never
What-
been to Britain? They all have mustaches there.
Ow. Hey, I got the
Hey,
crown.
I think one of your junk pieces fell and smashed right into the market's fountain. Messed it up real good. When going over there, just avoid making eye contact with the mafia and you'll be fine. See ya!
Alright, well,
I mean, Valheim proved it, Lucky. You can have mustaches, but you can't have beards.
yeah. Well, maybe there's a beard mod. Oh my god, my It's weird because the model during cutscenes, it's like a combination of Hat Kid and Devil Kid, and in which it doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, because it's switching some stuff.
Yeah. Hey, and I got the thing. Oh, they have a point system. That's actually pretty cool. A rare sticker appears somewhere. Go find it.
Okay, the points is, I don't know. It's okay. It's,
Yeah.
it's not as good as Mario 3D World.
Yeah. And I feel like because it's this game was designed mostly for single player, I feel like it's not going to be scaled correctly.
Oh no, it's not scaled at all. Like most of the stuff is local. Almost everything is local. The only thing that isn't, like the only thing is global is the player positions.
Fair.
For the most part.
Oh, we can finally power this place back up. Mail call. Okay. Let's see. This is better. Wait, this is better than 3D World because this game doesn't have British girls with. Oh, well, I mean, fair. 3D World doesn't have British girls with mustaches. So I guess that is the improvement.
There's a mod for that somewhere.
There might be. Okay, let's see. Barrel battle or she came from outer space. I think I go with this.
Ooh, she came from outer space is fun.
Yep.
Make sure to hydrate.
Oh. Hydrate or dihydrate. Am I right?
Got my big jug of iced tea. I'm prepared for hydration.
It's classic water for me. Or it's seltzer. I can go either way.
Seltzer water is the bitter water, right?
Yeah, well, it's like, I guess bitter because it kind of stings, like it's fizzy like soda but has no flavor.
No, it's the one with like the minerals and crud in it, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of. I got the. There's a difference between seltzer water and club soda.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a difference. Maybe it's club soda. Where are you, by the way? Your model was showing that you were on the left. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm just jumping all over the place.
I see.
I need to get this gun or this artifact.
Up.
I'm on my secondary account, so not everything is unlocked yet.
Fair enough. Honestly, I should think, well, I sort of have a second account for Steam, but that's mostly just in case, you know. Wait, what is this? Why do I have this mask?
Why do you have that mask? You just started the game, right?
Yeah, this mask does the same thing as like the Fox one, but I don't know why it's in my inventory now.
Oh, that's a mod. Okay, I'm not seeing the mod. I just see you have a fox mask.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, how'd you get that so early in game? But okay, that makes more sense. It's a mod.
Okay.
A lot of mods will have like their own hats that's the same, like works the same as other hats.
That makes sense. So I don't. Oh, I need to sleep so I don't wake up at 4 AM again. Yeah, please, Milky Way, you gotta sleep. Don't be like me and not sleep. Trust me, it's not a
Sleeping
good
is
thing to do.
importante.
Yep, it definitely is important. Okay, if I remember this level correctly, we're supposed to go up. Yeah. Up is the way to go. Is that a money book?
Yeah, that's from Yakuza.
Oh, nice. Not sleeping is the strat. I mean, yeah, sometimes it is the strat, but also it's like not the best strategy as well. You just need to find. There it is. Wow, it's so far away. Wait. Another part of my hat. Oh, there we go. Found the man.
What the? Huh? It's slimy space alien. Mafia suspicious. Mafia knew all along. Mafia is being invaded by aliens.
Alright. Let's see if I remember the speedrun strats.
Trust me, I got this in the bag. I know how to do the speedy things. Yeet!
Ah!
Oh. How did...
There's like one skip in here.
There we go. I screwed up on that. Yeet! Alright, got him. Yes. I got the time. Want to get this one since I got the last one? Or... I was saying you want to get this one since I got the last one?
Yeah, that's fine. You could get it. Go get that.
Okay. Added time is adorable because I just noticed they bring you into like the little victory animation too. So that's adorable. This game honestly kind of melts my heart.
Oh yeah, it's like charming, wholesome. I really want a sequel because like this one doesn't have the amount of polish, but like if you look at the later DLC with Yakuza, it has so much polish, and like I really like. It seems like the dev teams learned a lot.
Yeah, and
and that's why I just want to do sequel because I want to see like everything that they learned from like this and Yakuza and just make it better.
Yeah, I feel like they can definitely make it better, and I really should check out the DLC at one point. I don't know if I'll ever stream it because honestly, it's a miracle that Hidden Time is running well enough while I'm streaming. Because, in all honesty...
Seal the Deal is okay.
Oh, Seal the Deal.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry. How is Seal the Deal? Because we did talk about Nyankusa. I know it's like pronounced... Yeah, like a cat noise, but I can't.
Yeah, so, Seal the Deal is good for death wishes. That's why I like it.
Oh.
Because death wishes are really hard and stupid, but you get cool stuff out of it.
Understood. Oh.
And then, the story campaign for Seal the Deal, it's alright. It's really cute, but the stuff you gotta do for it is a little bit annoying.
Like,
but
honestly,
Yakuza is perfect in every shape, like, every way.
gotcha.
Yakuza is amazing. The extra world, the stuff that you get for it, it's got cutscenes, it's so good.
That's honestly impressive. Honestly can't wait to try it out.
I like that.
Grabs an innocent little girl.
Eh?
Oh.
Ah! Child, shoo! Mafia can't have...
Oh my god, I realized you're in the
Awkward
boss fight.
What teacher?
That's what I realized.
He accidentally latched onto you and then I got killed.
I'm gonna take you down.
Ow! Got hit.
Child is predictable. You can jump. No child will be in the way of Mafia. Oh, my head. Enough, Mafia.
Uh-oh. He throwing the barrel.
Heads up, little punk. Stand still.
Oh, shit. Actually
Do
hit me.
not think about avoiding barrels.
Oh! Jesus Christ, I am just acting like this is not gonna affect me, but
See if girl can handle
yeah,
this.
no, oh wow, I should not have been cocky. Still try to, and look what I got. A barrel to the face.
Yeah.
This lead no prepare.
And time for the Mafia Man to come down himself. You didn't see that, right?
No, it's to see stuff that's going on in your stream.
Papa Mafia.
I hope you
Let me
didn't
see.
see that.
Why you little? I'm gonna take you down.
Ah!
Oh no, you died!
I accidentally died on the last part.
I'm so confused.
Okay,
Enough.
just gotta start this over again. Don't worry, I'm good.
See if girl can handle this barrel.
You got this.
Heads up, little punk. Do not think about avoiding barrels. Stand still.
Alright, now I'm getting better at avoiding. I'm the master at dodging now.
This lead nowhere. Prepare.
Alright, round two. This time, he's not gonna kill me.
Child is predictable. Oh, my head. How did you? Got you all figured.
So why do you have the name Take Two Action, if I may ask?
Oh, that's a good question. So the name Take Two Action was, I actually thought of two names, and Take Two Action was one of them. The other one was Dual Shock at the time, because both were gonna do the same thing, which was review two games at the same time. I never got around to actually doing that, but I stuck with the name Take Two Action besides that plan, because I also like movies.
Psh, can you believe
Yeah,
it?
that's a good. I like the name.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's good sometimes.
you're all right, new kid. Do you have a name? Well, then,
Hey, friends with Mustache Girl. Who's the new Smash fighter? Thank you, Lucky. Yeah, it was mostly because of movies and stuff like that. I can't really say too much why my character is kind of designed the way. Okay, so I want to bring this up. It was brought up a few times before, but the character, I don't mind that my character is called a Homestuck OC. It's just that I myself personally have not experienced any grain of Homestuck. Also, thank you, Pokegirl, for the host. Yeah, like, I have not
I'm
experienced
so sorry for
grain.
doing that too. I saw like the little creepy guy. That's why I was part of the problem. I was like, oh, I didn't know you're a fan of Homestuck because I saw his character.
It's okay, please
like
do not worry about it, because you're not the only one. Believe it or not, you're not the only one. I think this is like the 5th or 3rd time this happened. Like, the characters I based my guy off of was Travis Touchdown and a demon from, what was it called, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? Because at the time I kind of liked
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's the one that kind of speeds around the room. that was the demon from Bloodstain. Might actually stream the game again, depending on it. Yeah, the other one was Travis Touchdown because I love No More Heroes, and it's the #1 game I'll always play.
Oh yeah, what do you think of No More Heroes 3, the trailer?
Oh, I am super excited for it. A few things looked a bit questionable, but I have faith. I do already see that it's kind of going back to No More Heroes 1, which was kind of weird, but its job system, it wasn't too bad, just, well, I hope you like mowing the lawn, because...
We're gonna Shenmue
You
it.
took your time. Help me out here.
Right, Shenmue did
Get these brutes off my
have that.
Forklift simulator.
The Mafia be mean.
Good job.
Like, Lucky, don't worry about it. I honestly have no problems. It's just that I feel like I'm gonna disappoint a few people when I say I have not experienced Homestuck, so I don't have...
Actually, I feel like it's more of a relief. I'm gonna be honest.
It might be a relief from what I heard.
Yeah, the fandom... Not everyone that's into Homestuck is like this, but the fandom is generally known to be toxic.
Okay, that I think I did hear a few times. I mostly, when it comes to cosplay and convention stuff, I do like always talking about this, how one Homestuck fan thought it was the greatest idea to cover themselves in Sharpie. Like, they don't...
Oh yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah, you know, the thing that's kind of toxic, not a good thing.
It wasn't Sharpie. They filled a bathtub filled with Sharpie ink and alcohol.
Oh my god, Sharpie ink and alcohol.
And like ruined the room and all that. Like the hotel room.
The Mafia are
Which look has a
terrible at
negative
cooking.
outlook
But
when it
fear
comes to
not.
people outside the
Cooking Cat is
fandom.
here.
Yeah.
I prepared the action. I'm fairly certain someone would die if they ate the Mafia.
Yeah, so this person, it's a story on Tumblr. We don't know if it's truly true or not. But someone on Tumblr said like they were at a convention and they like roomed with this girl last second because they really like, you know, hotel rooms are expensive.
Yeah.
And like they talked about how they just got into Homestuck and they want to cosplay for it. And so they were like getting ready to put their makeup on for cosplay, and she was like in the bathroom for 2 hours. And they're like, what the heck is going on? So they finally got the room, like the door open, the bathroom door open, because she wouldn't let anyone in. And like they found her naked in like a bathtub full of like Sharpie ink and alcohol to dye her skin gray.
Oh, I found a coin. Forgot Rift coins tokens. Oh. Oh no. Did I... What have I done? Emmy? Help.
Where you at?
I'm in the bathroom. Help. Help. I got some stuff. I don't...
I'm chilling! Hold
I'm
on.
stuck.
Let me see.
What's this
Oh,
look?
wait, I got something. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, I can't pick you up.
Dang it. Okay. Crap, come on. There has to be a way. This cannot be actually happening to me right now. Why? I thought it was a fantastic idea to go from on top of the box and open it. I'm stuck like this now.
So Yeah, I believe you can restart the level.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so from right.
But yeah, the Homestuck fandom is generally known to be toxic, especially for cosplaying, because it's a lot of younger kids not knowing how to dye their skin correctly, because like they dye their skin gray.
Right.
So like the hotels have to deal with like these shoddy like backhanded ways of dyeing their skin gray.
Oh my god, I made a mistake with this one rift effect. Oh, this is pretty cool rift effect. I forgot I installed this. Basically it gives me a super hot effect where everything just stops in time. Forgot I installed something like that on there. But they cost money. I mean, yeah, they cost money, but, you know, Sharpie poisoning is not really a good thing either.
Yeah, I think she got like more like alcohol poisoning than anything because her skin absorbed the alcohol. You can't. Well, I mean, I think Sharpie can also affect you because it's in a large dose and all over her skin. Because Sharpie is generally non-toxic, but like that's if you like, you know, right on your arm or all over your arm or something. But like absorbing it, I don't know.
Yeah, kind of bad.
Especially with like alcohol, that's awful.
You took your time. Help me out here. Get these.
That would make you like. Wouldn't that make you drunk because your skin is absorbing all of it?
I mean, I guess personally I'm not good with anatomy, and especially when it comes to skin anatomy.
Good job, kid.
Well, skin biology. What? Yeah, but I'm not good when it comes to like the human body and how absorbing alcohol from the skin will work. Because I think it would lead to some sort of, well, you know, infection or, well, what led to the cosplayer poisoning. Okay, I'm back. This time I won't glitch behind the chest. I promise. Let's try this again. I realize I have to restart everything beforehand. Give me 1 second. So, Amy, if you don't mind asking me a few questions, what's your favorite game?
Sure.
Or favorite games?
Hot Time's one of them. Favorite. I'm trying to think of like my favorite games in general. Hot Time, One Shot. Ow.
Ooh, One Shot. Do you remember playing that?
It's hard to think of all of them because like there's just games I really enjoy. Like last year I played Spirit Fair, Wander Songs up there. How about you?
Like I got Castlevania Symphony. Give me 1 quick second. The connection. Oh boy.
Symphony of the Night. That's fun, yeah.
Yeah. But like Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one of them. Mega Man 03. Did like Mario Galaxy and Odyssey. And if I had to pick my favorite Sonic game.
Odyssey's good.
Yep. If I had to pick my favorite Sonic game, definitely Mania.
Mine is what I played. Heroes, honestly.
I can't blame you. Alright, I'm back. This time I have the big old key.
Welcome.
And this time no chest is gonna stop me from achieving my goals.
There's a chest over there.
Oh no. That's a big mafia bus. So why did I just see? Oh.
I wonder if the mod I have for him still works. for the big mafia guy.
It might.
I have a mod that works like half of the time where he just says no you.
Really?
Yeah, but half of the time it doesn't work. Most of the time.
Also, how do you like my,
Where his text will just say no you. But he won't say no you. Let's see. Well, it's just no. He just says no you, but he doesn't say no you.
So, you
Heroes was great when I played it as a kid. Yeah, Heroes was definitely a good game, especially at the time, because, if I'm right, at the time, we got Shadow the Hedgehog. There we go. Ow. Oh god. I'm okay. There we go. This man's getting angry. Oh, crap, I
Remember when I first played this game, I had trouble with this boss.
think I died like 2 times on it, not gonna lie. Because, my skills at platformers just vary sometimes. It varies.
Not only that, this is also very floaty. So, it's hard to be super precise with everything.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, go! Sandbags. Come on, start your next phase.
Mafia!
Uh-oh.
Mega charge! You're no match for me!
Come on.
Mega charge!
Wait, did I jump on? I was about to say, did I jump on your head? I didn't know that was possible.
Sorry, say that one more time. Oh yeah, I mean, I bounced her head. That caused me to die, but it was alright.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
that I get hit. Was I wrong? I just imagine playing this stage with like 50 people.
Oh god, that would be a nightmare.
Because I think the player limit for this game is it's like 52 or so. It's a lot more than it should be.
Definitely a lot more than it should be. Oh, thank you, Philly, for the raid. Was not expecting it. I guess you could say, I never saw it coming. That's
so what
not
do
how
these
the
things
joke
do
goes.
Anyway? Are they some sort of rare collector's item for
I mean, did you want to
nerds?
see it coming?
Well, I mean, no, I definitely didn't want to see it coming. It's better as a surprise. Oh, you broke the thing.
Are they some sort of rare wait.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time in Philly's stream. If I'm right, they were playing Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Trigger is definitely one of my favorite RPGs. Hope it did go well, because, honestly, after I watched Chrono die one more time, yeah. That made me sad.
Spoilers.
Oh, right, shit. Well, I mean, they did come from... Oh, wait, I have my own audience. Shit.
Nuts.
I'll make it up in chat, I promise. I'll
No, I
play
don't
it.
think Lucky has played it yet.
Oh, crap.
I played it.
Don't worry, I'll make it up. I'll probably play a popular RPG. You kids like the Personas, am I right? The Shin Megami
Yo,
Tensei.
Personas.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
Something Persona. I'm sorry. Sorry if I interrupted you. Just honestly.
No, you mentioned Personas, and then I echoed you saying the Personas.
Yeah, the Personas. The Fire Emblems. The what was the other? What are the other ones? Yeah, the JoJo's.
Tim, are you watching your JoJo's again?
Undertale
I'm
Genocide
telling
Run
you,
no
that's gonna
hit.
be like the.
Oh.
That's gonna be the future of Grand Whistle Call anime.
Yeah.
Watching your JoJo's.
Back in my day, we had Naruto's son. And a kid just keeps on screaming. I think his name was Black Clover. The Personas.
Did you DC?
Oh, DC? Wait.
Yeah,
did
'cause I don't see you on here.
they disconnect? That would explain why the loading time is... Oh no. I might have, because that would explain why the loading times are going a bit longer than usual. I probably couldn't check. After this stream, I'm probably gonna check the Optimum. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's connecting back. That's good. Yellow. Oh, that's a nice
Hello.
little outfit. And did you just walk on a cloud for a minute?
Yeah, like I said, it's all local, so when I'm standing on something and you don't have it yet, it just shows me walking on a cloud.
Oh. I want to stand on a cloud.
Okay, which one you going to next?
We're going into this one. Because I like movies. Take Me and Others just pushed Emmy to play Symphony of the Night Chrono Trigger last year. Nice! Because I'm just gonna say Symphony of the Night is also one of my favorite games because if I had to pick two generations of gaming, PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2. Those are two generations I can live with. Because they just have most of my favorite games around that time. Because, actually, here's a good question. What's your favorite console?
My favorite console? Probably PlayStation 2.
Oh, same. Because, I grew up with most of the mascots on the PlayStation 2. My favorites were Ratchet and Clank and Jack.
This movie studio is too
yeah,
big
did you know
for
John
the both
Tron's
of
in
us, Steve.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
JonTron is the bird over here.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that.
Birds are just
Well,
gonna record
interact with
another
him.
boring train-related western. You've done so for the last 10 years, darling.
What? No, we haven't, you buffoon.
Conductor, darling, this year will be winning the annual Bird Movie Award.
And the
at these
guy
shiny
that
things
plays
fell
the
from the sky.
conductor
They will light our movie sets
is
and
Sandra
fill
Bullock,
them
the-
with glimmer.
Oh, right.
Smash announcer.
Yes. And also,
Which is really impressive.
Oh, yeah.
yep.
Well,
And also
this time
Joker
round,
from the
we're
Persona
also
5.
spicing it up with our
Oh
newest
yeah, he's also Joker.
movie. These hourglass thingies will be
Honestly,
the grand
I
jewel
really would
in
have
our
loved to stream
train heist
5 one day, but
western.
I don't know at the moment because RPGs are long and scary, and also PS4 is out of commission at the moment. I'll fix them later. let's see. So real quick
Oh,
before
hey,
I
little
start the
chirper.
whole...
They're recording right now, so no one's allowed in. We're only insured for bird staff. Letting you in would be a liability.
Oh,
Don't
hey,
even
Unfriend
think
Rice,
about
how's it going?
sneaking inside.
Oh, real quick, I should actually... Give me 1 second. I realized because the game was on, I couldn't do this. So, let me just do this real quick. I forgot to do this for people who were in my stream earlier. If you haven't checked out Philly stuff, there's a link to their channel. As I said, they stream Chrono Trigger, and they recently streamed Chrono Trigger, and they also streamed Hades at one point, so really cool to check out. Wait. Oh, 3. Oh, I screwed up.
What?
I put 2 L's instead of 3. Sorry. This is the right Philly. Check this Philly out.
L's.
It's the one with the 3 L's, not the 2. And also, real quick. Also, check out Emmy. They were recently playing Browser's Fury. Oh.
Wait. I forgot to change my category.
Oh. Oh, right, you're streaming right now, so oh.
No, I'm not streaming. I'm trying to make this thing where if you shout me out while I'm not streaming, I'll say I'm playing trash.
Wait, that's an option?
You gotta shout me out again.
Okay, hang on. Because I didn't know that was an option. If I knew that was an option, I would honestly put that on my own thing. Okay. Oh, wait, what? It's still saying Bowser's Fury.
Did not work? I just changed it.
Okay, one more time.
I don't know. It depends on what works or not. Sometimes,
Damn. Yeah, it didn't... I guess it does. Also...
Oh, my game crashed.
Oh, your game crashed?
What a stable game.
Let's make this movie happen.
Oh man, I can't wait to follow this Emyfails.
Actually, you know what? This is a good time to take a pee break. I'll be RB.
Oh, understood. Let's see. Look at my stealth chat. As you can see, I played a little bit of Metal Gear, so I know how to be sneaky like a mouse. I guess the game couldn't handle Emmy playing trash. Okay, come on, no, no. Alright, it's fine. Wait, how's this? Where's the train? Oh, the switch is right there. Okay. Owl? Wait a minute. Owl harassment. Okay. How did I cause owl harassment? Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. What? Wait, how much? Also, so I realized, chat, that I was supposed to go under, not over. And now I got 2 fines for owl harassment.
Just take being perfect. Let's go. Action.
Keep on calling my name. Oh, crap, that was a pig. Alright, what's in the chest? It's a half of a burger. Okay, let's see. I think I can make the jump. Yes. Made it.
Conrad, wait! Action!
No, no. Whew, that was a close one. Ah, okay, so I know that looked bad, and yes, it was bad. Be nicer to the owls. I'll try to be nicer to the owls. I can't. They keep catching me on the premises. Do you know how hard it is to be a hat kid or a devil kid or whatever? What is this character? Character is every kid.
I'm back.
Hey, how's it going?
Ready for the attack.
So what you're saying is you're ready to take action. I'm sorry, I make terrible puns every day. Also, you missed my impressive stealth skills.
Emyfails is playing a hat in time. Yeah, you got a cool thing going on with you.
Ow.
So we can play as Lego Mario?
Wait a minute, Lego Mario?
You could play as Lego I could play as Sora? There's so many Soras.
Wait, how many Soras are there? I thought there was just like one. Well, I mean, we're talking
Well,
about
Sora gets in a lot
Kingdom
of
Hearts.
outfits.
We're recording soon, darling.
My friends are my power.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna play as Sora.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to see the Sora mod.
Yeah, you have to have Sora
Oh man.
as well. You can't see the same mod unless you have you can't see the mod unless you have the same mod.
Dang, I would kill just to see the Sora mod. Well,
I
probably
also have
not.
Sonic. Who else do I have as playable characters? My game crashed.
Oh no.
You could have Sonic Adventure. Oh, you could play as playable Klonoa.
What? Penguin harassment? Excuse me? I was nowhere near that penguin.
Playable Lego Mario.
And I got another owl harassment. I already have 3. How many owl harassments am I expecting to get? Property damage. Well, no, it's actually called TP2KO. Okay, that's good. Oh my god, I got another one.
Kind of go through my mods. See what I like and what I don't like.
1, 2, 3. Made it.
You can have a Wiimote balance board.
What are these mods I'm hearing?
I don't know. I'm just the modding community is
Most
amazing. I
important.
love it. I have to restart the game.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Honest.
Ah!
Let's see how the picture turned out. Ah, darling, you moved the. We've got a.
Okay. Now, what am I gonna make this look like? I got it. Alright, chat, we're gonna try and draw a Devil Kid with a controller. An Xbox controller, no less. This is gonna be piece of cake. First, we give him a red face. Or give them a red face. Just red on the entire face. I might have went over I might have went over some parts of the face, now realizing that, but hey, it's looking pretty good. Okay, now we just need to give him eyes. Okay, it's pretty decent. Okay.
He can play as Sora. Oh, I think it's like his own costumes. Oh, this is a good mod.
Perfect. I drew Devil Kid to my best of abilities because I am. Oh god, thank God I didn't take art school.
Perfect!
Here.
Hey, and I got the timepiece.
Honestly, this just makes me like miss Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Oh, actually, did you hear it's coming to PC?
Is it really?
Yes, there's only one downside. Two, technically.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how much money are you willing to actually spend on these games?
Does it come in a pack?
Well, 1.5 and 2.5.
Or do I have
is
to
the-
pay for each game? Okay, I forgot. Is that the first game or
Like it's okay. So
like I
if
forgot which
remember,
those have?
1.5 plus 2.5 is the collection that includes the first game, Chain of Memories,
Uh-huh.
Birth by Sleep,
Uh-huh.
and 2, and the 2 movies in like one big bundle. That is $50, and I honestly say is the only part that's worth it. The other,
I mean, that's all of like the main games.
yeah, but they're also reselling Kingdom Hearts 3 with its DLC for $60.
What DLC? Well, I mean, I already have. That makes sense though. That's Kingdom Hearts 3. I already played that on PS4.
Yeah, okay. So, well, I mean, yeah, you got the DLC there, so I guess that's fine. But if you're willing to, like, I guess... Oh, right, I almost forgot the biggest detail. It's only on Epic.
What?
Yeah, that's... Okay. I know. I know it's really bad. Especially considering it's Epic we're talking about. But honestly, the price tag was worse, in my opinion. Because, remember, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out in 2018? I'm gonna say 18 because, honestly, it's Kingdom Hearts 3. Can't really say too much about it. It was fun when I played it. But I'm not gonna spend $60 on a copy, much less on an Epic Game Store, because I have not spent any money on Epic. I only collect their free games. And, I mean, their free games are pretty good. Oh.
Oh, my game crashed again.
Oh, no.
No, we're good.
Oh,
I installed a mod midway.
gotcha. But yeah, that's the only sad thing is
Okay, this.
honestly,
Yeah, so
I don't blame-
yeah, that sucks though.
Yeah, I don't blame
I thought
people
Epic
if they
Games is
decide.
dying.
I honestly, I can't say it would be dying considering, well, Fortnite, sadly.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought I noticed like less
Oh.
stuff being available only to Epic
Yeah, that is fair.
because people keep making like a big deal about it. and then eventually they get ported over to Steam.
Yeah, that is definitely fair. Also, hello, Holy Blades. Well, thank you for the follow. Definitely helps me out, and also makes my nightmare of playing Sonic 06 come closer. Oh no, I actually have to play Sonic 06 on stream.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I promise you, when it comes to 200, and it's coming shortly, I'm not even asking people just to, like, honestly, I'm just waiting, because it's gonna inevitably happen. With me trying, or with me without trying. There's a man sleep. Okay, for a minute there, I thought there was a man just dead.
It's how life works. If you promise to play, if you promise to play Sonic, I'm sorry, I'm so brain dead right now. If you promise to play Sonic 06, it's gonna happen.
And again, I honestly don't blame you. I just went through a day of classes and started streaming. Chat, don't do what I did. Give yourself at least an hour of a break after class. You doomed yourself. Yes. Yes, Holy Blade 12, I did doom myself, but you know, I already doomed myself from the start of streaming. But just kidding.
You doom yourself, but yeah, you doom yourself if you just start streaming in general.
Yep. Okay, just how many? I think I need to collect 3 more of them, right? Oh, and oh, one more. What was I gonna say? There was something I was gonna say about Epic. Like, honestly, I do like what they did with the free games, and to be honest, I do collect them when I can. The only thing is,
yeah, I got good games out of like the free games. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
it's a good plus. Like no monthly subscription or anything either. That's really good.
Yeah, honestly, it's just that's the one thing I have to say Epic is doing as a plus. The other stuff that I kind of say are not a plus is like why companies think going to Epic only would be the best idea for their games. Borderlands 3.
I think Epic supports them better than Steam does, because Steam still takes like a fair share of the money that people buy from the games, and then a portion of that money comes to the actual developers.
Yeah, that actually is fair.
I think Epic has a higher ratio of money that goes to the developers. I think that's a higher ratio than the money that goes to them, because I think Steam takes more money from the sales than Epic does.
If I'm right, the exact amount is like a quarter. Well, not like a literal quarter. I mean like a quarter of like the costs of the game. I could really be wrong about this, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Epic takes less of a cut, I think, but Epic has really bad rep. Yeah, it definitely does, and I can see why it has a bad of a rep. So.
Does it have a bad rep because of like Fortnite and it's a popular game, or like to have they done worse?
I feel like that's also a part, like they could get a bad rep because, you know, Fortnite and people hate, for the most part, people will hate anything that's popular. I can say this, Fortnite is an impressive game because of how well it is done as a game.
Yeah, Fortnite isn't an awful game. It's not my type of game. It's done what it's done. It's a money hoarding machine, but it works and people enjoy it, so.
Yeah, but it's not, I mean, okay, so the actual reason, thanks to Lucky, it does look like Epic has done some shady crap. A bunch of shady stuff.
Oh, have you looked it up?
Well, I think he looked it up. Lucky, if you, like, if I'm right, they did at one point kind of spyware. That's what it is. They did at one point have like spyware.
Really?
Yeah. Again, this could also be something I could be wrong about, but I do remember that was one of the few problems around when it started up. Not gonna say it did stop me, but I mean, Epic is good for free games. Yeah, it's good for the free games, and honestly, I don't know how they keep on getting the higher. I don't really, but I don't know, but they dealt with a lot of bloat. Oh, they have bloatware and shovelware. Ah, gotcha.
Ooh. That's a good mod to have.
Ooh, what mod are you looking at?
There's the player select mod, which allows you to select things. But even mods.
Yeah, that's one of the mods I installed, and there's this one that puts a little player selecting in your hub. So, like,
Yeah, I got that. Now I'm Klonoa.
Oh man. Now I wanna play Klonoa now.
Yes! Which ones have you played? That's one of my favorite games.
Like, I do remember that was one of the few streams I started off with. I love 1, and I really want to play 2 because that's the only one I haven't played yet. I played the 2 GBA
2
games.
is the best!
Really? Oh, God, I really want to play it now.
2 is my favorite. I love 2.
Honestly, I don't mind giving things a shot, especially when I haven't played it before. Who knows? I might like it better compared to the original.
I don't know if you want to try OG or not, but if you want to try it on your non-OG system, I can help you out with that, because there's a couple patches you need to put in.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm gonna be on, like, feel free to talk here. I do use emulators when it comes to some of the stuff I stream. It really depends, because I do own most of the games I do emulate.
To the first day
Then
of
there's
shooting,
some that I
darling.
don't, which are Japanese exclusives.
We need to transform you into the biggest movie star the bird world has ever
Actually,
seen.
if I'm right, didn't
You
Klonoa
need
have
to
like a
become
Japanese
a
exclusive
diva.
sports game?
It has the Wonder Swan, which
That's
I think is
why I
Japanese
called for a press conference here
exclusive.
on our
Yeah, I
moveset.
forgot about the Wonder
You
Swan
need to
for a
get out
minute.
once you've got the.
Man, in terms of emulating, I don't mind if it's like older games that are harder to get nowadays, but if it's like, I don't know, like thing with piracy, like if you're pirating like popular or recent games that are easy to buy and easy to play, then that's like a big no-no for me.
Yeah, like if it's games that you can get nowadays, like literally will be on the store, yeah, that's kind of bad. I don't really agree with that. But I don't know why I say this, like, when I say I don't really agree, I mean I don't agree at all with it. My English, it's my native language, and I speak it broken.
I'm just like, because I don't want to play like, I want to pay hundreds of dollars to get an older system just to play one singular game, you know?
Right, because if that's, like, I want to get a Dreamcast, I really do, but it's not worth the money for just 5 games.
Yeah. And like the developers don't get any money out of that because you're mostly gonna buy it from a reseller. Resellers, you know, the official devs aren't gonna get any profit from that.
Right. I felt
You're just giving profit to the reseller.
Yeah, it's like you're definitely giving profit to the reseller. Ah, crap! I screwed up with one thing.
So I mean, I just don't understand why a lot of people just have like problems with emulating because yeah. I don't know.
Honestly, I actually looked it up one day, and thanks to a YouTube video as well, emulation is technically a little legal. Like, not the ones where, you know, you're playing modern day games, but if it's for an old console, you can actually... Oh my god, like,
Technically, it's legal if you own the game.
Yeah, it's definitely more legal if you own the game. But please, don't do it for modern day
let's
games.
say you got like Super Mario 3, like Super Mario World 3, and you don't.
Oh,
your NES is broken, but you play it. Like you can still technically play Super Mario 3 on the emulator because you own the cartridge.
Right.
And that's how it works.
man. Also, like, emulators are kind of good when it comes to playing some Japanese exclusives because, God,
Patches, yeah.
Now, darling,
you wouldn't believe how many games that are good never came to America. There's like an entire series of RPGs that just didn't touch North America. And if it wasn't for like the Direct, we would never have gotten a new. Well, we would have never gotten Famicom Detective Club, which was the visual novel series. Also, checked it cost $35. I ain't playing that yet. Actually, good question. Besides Splatoon 3, what was some of the games that you were excited for in the Direct?
This game is easy to understand, darling. You just guess which
Let's see,
number
let's
of
see.
cards the other players hold in from 1
Metopia.
to 10.
I love Metopia.
Which
Gotcha.
wow, Mixer.
I don't know if you played it, but it's fun.
I haven't played it myself, but I do
It's a
remember
weird
looking at it.
niche. It's a weird niche, but I typically enjoy it.
I mean, it does look fun, and it's much better than Jesus, I had to look this up because I was afraid it wasn't real, but it was. So, were you questioning why DC Superhero Girls was announced at the Nintendo Direct?
Yes, because it is, the demographic is us.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, but also it's published by Nintendo.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, it's just
I
weird
don't know.
because it's Warner Brothers and Nintendo is publishing it, meaning it's under the Nintendo name. So right next to your Marios and Zeldas, you got DC Superhero Girls.
Have you seen the show that's based off of?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did like it. Yeah. Honestly, it just felt like it had a good style. That's all I can say.
Sword goes into T-pose.
Oh my god, I wish you can see it.
Oh, let me turn off the press up to dab.
I'll let you.
I got the top half of
You
a
can
burger.
identify. If
Hamburger. I might have screwed up on the hamburger. There we go. Hamburger. Ooh, okay, rift area open up. How many hourglasses do we have? 7. Up. It's 7, so you know what that means. Horror. How many hours did, oh, we already passed the first hour mark.
You're making me question how many hours I have in this game.
Honestly, it does say I have 5 hours on it, and I know I didn't beat the Steam version yet, so it's gonna be fun to see how long it takes me to beat the Steam
Why
version.
does it switch me to Bokid during these sessions?
Because you want to have the bow, I think. I don't know. Destiny in life and stuff like that. Oh my god. Yes, Sage. Batgirl for Smash. Batgirl is the new DLC fighter. Speaking of which, how do you feel about Pyra and Mithra?
I don't mind it. I feel like it's not technically wasted space, but I don't know. Like, we already had a Xenoblade rep.
Yeah, it's understandable. I felt like because subcon bars. Oh, right. Okay, back to the like thing. I did like it, despite the fact, and I'm gonna be honest, I am nowhere near a Xenoblade fan, nor a person who, like, even truly cares about the series. but I do like the style and presentation of the games, and I want to try them out one day. And thankfully, they are separated in story, so I don't have to worry about playing the
I'm
first one.
currently playing through 1, and I played all through 2. I haven't done DLC, but I do know like the 2 characters and all that, like Pyra and Mithra, and I think the change mechanic is cool.
Yeah, I'm
Like, I
surprised.
welcome it. I don't hate it. I don't know. I'm not the type of person that gets mad for a character being in Smash. Unless it's literally just for, like, a game tie-in so they can get more sales because, like, let's face it, Smash Bros. Is a huge ad.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge ad.
Time and time again, Nintendo has, mostly for Fire Emblem games, but Nintendo has used, like, that IP to introduce a new Fire Emblem character so people would buy their games.
That is
This
definitely
happened
true.
for Roy, this happened for Corrin.
That it's like definitely true, and I don't blame you on that. In fact, if I have to pick the character I care about more, and this comes from again a man who still has not yet played a Xenoblade game, I rather had Pyra first before Byleth. But then again, it probably would have hurt worse now thinking about it. I mean, Byleth's cool and all. It's not my thing.
I don't mind Byleth. They were a lot more creative with Byleth as a character. So I didn't mind it at all.
Yeah. There's
I
definitely
haven't played much of Three Houses. I have the game. I didn't really get to beat much of it.
still
So I don't care about the franchise or it at all, but like I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Three Houses was pretty successful, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
I am
it's
pumping
definitely
a gravestone. Why game?
because game said you need to. I'm just seeing a mafia man go into a tree.
What characters were you hoping to be in Smash?
So I did have a few. I had 5. 2 of them were already dealt with because I wanted Joker and Hero. So I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan. I'm very glad those 2 got in. I did have 3 more,
Yeah.
and those were gonna be like Dante, because I love Devil May Cry. Travis Touchdown, who technically is in Smash because he's a Mii suit. Jake Bot. Who's like, yeah, because, you know, I love No More Heroes. Too bad it's not Actual
Yep.
Fighter. And the last one I did have, and this was gonna be a bit funny, but also would be cool to see. Have you played Puyo Puyo Tetris? I was thinking,
I know some people want RL.
yeah, I was thinking like L or T, and maybe one of the Puyo
Oh,
Puyo
like actual
characters.
Tetris characters, yeah.
It would be cool to like see one of them. Still don't know how I feel about Sans being in Smash. Honestly, comparing the two, Sans or Cuphead, I felt like Cuphead was a little bit weirder.
You know, to be honest, it could have been worse. We could have had Sans as an actual playable character.
Oh my god, the Undertale fan. The Undertale fandom would have been too strong at that time if that happened. There would have been too much power.
The Mii costume is well done. I like it.
Yeah,
and I
it's-
like the song that came with it, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's
Cuphead,
well done.
I don't know. If their way of doing like indie representation is with Mii costumes, then I'm all for it, but
Yeah, besides like the Mii costumes, they also did add a few spirits. And if I'm surprised they didn't do anything for Undertale. They didn't add any Undertale spirits, I'm not thinking about it, but they did for Cuphead in
yeah.
its entirety, and
People are acting like it's cringe, but honestly, people keep forgetting how much of a sensation Undertale was and how important it was in the indie game, like, industry.
right, and the fact that Toby Fox is like really working with Nintendo a lot more, honestly, is pretty cool.
You know, speaking of that, Toby Fox used to work, used to do songs for Homestuck, since you were talking about that earlier.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and the Pokemon song is, the same song that he used that got him banned from Homestuck.
Oh. Wait, what?
The man. The man's a genius.
Honestly, no, I'm just seeing it. Fine, you're gonna kick me out of that fandom? Fine, I'm gonna make my own fandom.
No, he did it on purpose.
Honestly,
Like they did, like they made a rule, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna break that rule, and he broke it. They banned him. And then later, when Nintendo was like, hey, you want to make a song for Pokemon? He's like, okay. And then he just made it like the same tune of that one song that got him banned in Homestuck.
yeah. And
It's not one for one, but it's very close.
honestly, it's fantastic to hear that he got banned because of that.
Yeah, the story was, I think Andrew Hussey, the creator of Homestuck, was like, you can't make fan art, because most of the cast are like kids and stuff.
Right.
And I think like the thing was like, we can't post in the forums like art about like the kids getting pregnant or, you know, how to do and all that.
Yeah, that's understandable, but...
And he made a song about them giving birth.
Oh, okay, one of the faucet. That, honestly, again, funny. This is really great, and God, part of me wish I saw that. Because I'm a part of a few fandoms, but I can't think of anything extreme that they did or very funny. Well, wait a minute. No, never mind. I can think of a few things. So, remember how we were talking about anime? Remember JoJo? The JoJo Bizarre's Adventure? Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of that. God, there were fun times in the fandom. But fun times?
I don't... It's harder for me to get in fandoms nowadays, mostly because time.
That too. Oh.
So I'm more of like a fan of things rather than being in fandoms, so I've been in a couple.
So, like, yeah, I've been in a couple of fandoms too, and like JoJo's is definitely one of them. Yeah, right, Philly. We definitely meme about it.
I mean, JoJo's just a giant meme fest.
It really is. I mean, I
Or
guess...
that, or who would win and who, or let's point out all the stuff that the creator got wrong because he just simply forgot about it.
Yep. But could you blame the creator for forgetting about it? I mean, do you know how many characters he made? I forget about...
Well, it's his writing style of just doing stuff as he goes along, and then yeah, he forgets about it, or he just chooses to ignore it because it's not important to the story.
That is true. I got hit by a fish. I don't remember fish. Wait, I do not remember there were lava fishes in this. I played it once. I played Hat in Time once, and I never seen that before. Hat in Time keeps on surprising me. I used
The
to
Hat
run
in Time
some
fandom, until I think about it, it's like really hit or miss. It's got a good mob community, but a lot of people who are fans are, I don't know, kind of like part of the cringe kid community that you see for Undertale.
And thank you, Sage, for the follow. And now I shall spin. Spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nailed it. It's kind of licky. I know what you're trying to say, but how'd you do it twice? Is my question.
Licky.
It's kind of licky indeed. I'm coming up. I'm gonna get the time piece or whatever. Wait, is something supposed to... No, that is... I'm pretty sure that's not where I'm supposed to... Where am I supposed to go to get the time piece again? Maybe up here?
You did not.
Oh, yeah, I was up here.
Please.
Let's see. Besides like JoJo, I definitely know. I think I'm a part. The main fandoms I care about and I'm a part of would definitely be JoJo's, Sonic, a bit of Dragon Ball. Digimon, definitely Digimon, and Shin Megami Tensei, or Persona. Oh my god. Now thinking about like Persona fandom, I'm just thinking about that one meme where it says, "Don't mess with us, Shin Megami Tensei. Don't mess with us, Persona 1 and 2 fans. We don't exist."
I'm trying to think of like fandoms I've been in. I haven't really been in much. I think the most I was really heavily into like the My Little Pony fandom way back then, but that's like way back then. And then I think recently was like the Splatoon 2, where I co-led a clan.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see, Subcon well, mail delivery service. I think I'm gonna do a Kiki's delivery service. Wait, or is it Miki? God, I really hope I didn't screw up the title on that one.
Mickey?
Yeah, Miki's delivery service.
Kiki's.
Kiki's. Fuck. Oh, thank you, Bob the Mongoose, for the follow. Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait a minute, how many followers do I have now? Because, now I'm kind of getting scared.
I love that guy. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, hope you're having a nice day, Bob. Ahaha! I got a scooter! Wait, so this... Yeah, it slows down time, okay. Oh, jeez, you're a mile ahead of me. Oh! Oh no! Ow. Mickey's delivery service. Is that the one where he animates some witch brews? Some witch brews to deliver cake? Oh my god.
No, it's the one where Disney goes around and starts taking down stuff Disney related.
Oh my god. No. Mickey's
That's my
delivery
favorite part of
service.
the movie.
It gets canceled immediately. Oh, I found it.
Mickey comes from the pit of hell to start canceling people for making Disney fan content.
Yep. That's a spider. Oh, speaking of spiders, I actually remembered, so what's your thoughts of Monster Hunter Rise?
Oh, Monster Hunter Rise? I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan. I've played World. But, it seems fun.
Yeah, I think it's the only one I'm actually gonna spend a lot of time on, because I did... Oh. Give me a second. Because I did spend a lot of time on Generations for the Switch, so I think I'm gonna, like, you know, play Rise to get me a little bit of a world sensation, considering I wasn't too much of a big fan of World. Maybe because I played it alone. I probably could have done it. Probably the exact reason. Okay, where's this one guy?
I know a lot of people in the community are gonna play the heck out of World, so it'll be fun to see that.
It'll be fun.
Cause I had that problem when I played Rise, but I had that problem when I played World, was that I didn't know much people to play with at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I might think about getting it back because I actually think I can find one person to play with. God dang these branches. Hey, timepiece.
Yeah, Phil, when is it coming out exactly?
Rise?
No, the Monster... Sorry, Infinity Train Book 4.
Oh, I actually don't know. Did they mention it? Because
Yeah, they announced it.
Yeah, I know they announced, like, Book 4, but I actually don't know if they announced when they're gonna release it.
It'll be on HBO Max soon.
Honestly, can't wait to see what they have in store. And I got the piece. The puzzle. Time. Piece of time. Pizza time. I'll have to look into it. Alright.
It says in the near future.
Oh, fun. Because I honestly liked Infinity Train.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep. And Book 1 and Book 3 are definitely my favorite. Book 2 is really close.
I think I enjoyed Book 2 the most.
I do, like, if I had to say, I enjoyed 1 and 3's story, and I did enjoy 3's characters the most, but 2's characters were definitely good. I kind of didn't enjoy the story too much. Just my little things. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm probably not the person best when it comes to taste. That's all I can say.
I don't know. So far, I'd say you have a pretty good taste.
Oh, thanks. Let me just... Time to get a new hat. Be getting the hat that caused explosions. Wait, where are you on the ship?
Need one more cow.
And now it's time for a challenge. A rift challenge. God, something I definitely love about Hat in Time is its music.
Yeah, it's got good music.
Yep. And also, that's
I
another
actually
thing.
use a lot of their music in my streams.
Oh, nice. That's also another thing. I am a sucker when it comes to music, especially video game orchestrated music.
Ooh, yeah.
Is this a story mod? It's not a story mod, it's actually the campaign, just, oh no, Emmy's ending stream. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's my ending stream music.
Oh. I knew it sounded like I
think
sounded
that's the
familiar.
joke Billy's trying to make.
Yeah, it's definitely the joke. I knew it sounded familiar. In fact, I didn't realize it's your ending stream music.
I also use the collapsed riff music for the focus mode.
Oh, jeez. That was not what I was supposed to do to that spider. And yeah, I see why you would use the music for this game because it's really good. I think if I actually decide to look up music for my own streams, it'd probably be... I do want to think about adding Zero music or like Mega Man Zero music. Yeah. I don't want Hat Flare.
Yeah, I just added music. I like.
Yeah, because I mean, I love Mega Man Zero soundtrack. It's really good, and despite my opinions on Mega Man X6, it has like one of the well orchestrated acoustic guitars.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds impressive. Also, I don't know if you can tell. I mean, you probably can tell, but I sound a little bit nervous.
I'm sorry if I'm causing nervousness.
No, it's okay. It's just that, well, again, thank you so much for wanting to stream with me.
No, thank you for asking me.
I mean, I know it's just, you know, you seem pretty cool and...
You're a cool guy, don't worry, just have fun.
Yeah, sorry, my friends tell me that to just have fun too, and I need to practice that a little bit more.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite acts, especially in Chapter 2. Say it's the second best act.
So having to go through this to go and get collectibles or stuff like that is annoying. It's more like those like play once only type of things.
Yeah, that is definitely fair. And considering we're aiming to like beat as much of this game as fast as possible, okay. We're gonna have to try and be quick.
Did you know? But if you had a pet,
One,
what
two.
do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be?
I'm naming him 12. That's the name of the pet. 12. Oh, hey.
I'll take it the rift over here.
Honestly, I hate the birds in this mission because trying to go fast with them around is honestly disgusting. To be caught.
We're there.
Got the key.
When we said it.
Hey, detective hat. I got a phone call.
Don't be ashamed of it.
There was ways feathers are.
Open the door. Nope. Oh, hey, look, it's Grandma. Oh.
Murder! On my Owl Express?
Oh, no.
What?
Let's see. Actually, here's a good question. Since you go pretty fast in this game, well, since you're playing pretty fast, have you ever attempted a speedrun before?
I'm sorry, you were cutting out. What were you saying?
Sorry about that. I was saying, have you ever attempted a speedrun before?
I wish I would. I wish I could speedrun this. This would definitely be the top games that I could try to speedrun. But I've looked at a speedrun and it's very skill based, and I don't know. I just don't think I have it in me to speedrun something.
Gotcha.
For the time.
It's definitely understandable because let's just say, I tried to speedrun a Mega Man game, or at least.
I could try. It would be a fun, like, little project, but
yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind help for C. Because I definitely know you'd be good at this compared to me. Because holy crap!
Oh no, I die a lot.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Freaking crows. Ooh, that was a close one. What? Oh, God, no. You almost knocked me into the search. Is this revenge for bouncing on your head? I said I was sorry.
I'd never forgive.
Oh, crap. Oh, wait, now I know where to go. Or at least have an idea where to go.
Yeah, this place is confusing if you don't know what to get.
Because like, I know we're looking for like photos for evidence, but I just keep on forgetting where to go exactly. People forget it's not about world record always. Yeah, it's not always about the world record. And in fact, if I ever really do attempt a speed run, I'm not gonna aim for world record. I'm just gonna aim for beating my own personal time.
Yeah, I gotta realize that. It's just, I don't know, it looks so competitive, and I don't know if I have that in me.
I don't know, like, the most I can get competitive is just, like, racing casually with friends. I really cannot do a...
Because I've seen, like, speedrun ruin people.
Yeah, oh god, speedrunning rage is honestly something... It's a mess, that's all I can say. Okay, I got a key. I just need to go and place it in the keyhole. And unlock Kingdom Heart. Oh my god, I just realized what I gotta stream tomorrow. Oh, real quick, I actually have to ask this. Do you have like a schedule? Because I need to ask, how do you do it?
Oh, no. I can't do schedules.
Just
stream when you want to.
Yeah, it's just, that's the one question I kind of asked a couple of people because I can't be tied down to a schedule for the most
It all
part.
depends on, yeah. It just all ties down to personal preference. Some people like to keep a schedule because it keeps them up in the morning. Because, you know, some people just stay in bed all day otherwise. Some people can't stick to schedules because sometimes you just have those days where you don't feel right, or you just don't feel like yourself, or you're just too tired.
Right.
I mean, I think people of my stream know. Usually, like, at the end of the stream, I'll be like, okay, I might be doing this tomorrow. Most likely, I won't be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's fair because I sort of have a listed schedule up, and I keep it up mostly, but gonna be honest, today was not one of the days that I usually stream. And it's not that it's a problem, it's just that, like, I want to try and continue actually keeping up to a schedule, but, yeah. I'm not good at that.
Yeah. I'd say just at most, keep just a consistent time slot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I can definitely keep up because, for the most part, my time slot is usually around 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same time slot as me. I start at 2.
Okay, that's honestly kind of creepy. Does it only just take you that far? Oh crap! Crow.
I've had time in my life where I was working 2 jobs and streaming, so I just kind of streamed whenever I had free time.
Oh.
You never really people do say you should keep up a schedule in order to add growth and consistency. But honestly, I just want to focus on making decent content.
Yeah, and I want to try and make this a little bit better because so far it's running pretty well. The only thing is, besides Wi-Fi connections, which thank you Optimum, that's one of the few things I need to fix.
Yeah, as someone with also bad internet, I relate.
Yeah, it's just
I got like that next.
I don't know why, but Optimum just loves it. The worst part is, it's very inconsistent on when it wants to be bad internet. Like, on my birthday, I was doing a 12-hour stream. It did not run that badly for, most of the 12 hours. In fact, it just started... It only did, a spike at the beginning and ended for the rest of it. But when I decided to, just stream for a little bit one day, it did not want me to stream at all. I don't know if that was a warning, but felt like one. So where are you on the map? I can't find you.
I'm trying to figure out, there's another room that I know I've forgotten about. This place is really confusing.
It honestly feels confusing. Now I'm supposed to look for another key. Wait a minute, is this the door I'm supposed to pass through? Yeah, I found. Okay. Keep forgetting there's literally a door on the left.
Oh, you found it? I might be in the wrong area.
Yeah.
Well, lucky we would have amazing internet if the Fiberman came over, but he never wants to come over.
Or, Optimum wanted to be impressive for a while. Fucking, just seriously, Optimum kinda terrible. And to put in perspective,
At least you didn't sign up for an internet and then they never came to install the modem, and so you're still paying for them even though they refused to come over.
ouch.
I don't have the modem or anything.
God,
They're just right now in the stage of, yeah, we'll come by. But right now they can't because there's something wrong. And we're like, well, are you guys gonna fix it? They're like, I don't know.
God, that's so mean.
It's really nice.
Let's see. Yeah, besides internet, and to put in perspective, I'm 19 and I live with three other people in this house, so really I can't change too much when it comes to physical things. I can only pray I can change it.
No, that's understandable.
Yeah.
When I was living with my dad and still had a stream, I paid for the internet myself.
I
So
want
if
to.
there's something that you can negotiate, and they're okay with that, then you can do that. But I mean, I don't know your family, so.
Yeah, I mean that is fair, and I'm honestly thinking about negotiating to upgrade it one more time.
Here's.
Maybe, I don't know. It could also be because the way my house is, where the actual router or modem is farther away from what I have to actually connect with it. So it could also be that. It's just problem after problem. That's all I can really say. It's not too distracting, but also it's not too helpful.
Right.
When I lived at home, I was the only one who knew how to work the routers, and that was all. Yeah, and that's honestly fair enough. The only thing I really can do is just hope.
Lucky.
Oh,
Remind me not to let you use my router.
They'll take it over. They'll take it all. Unlimited power. Why do I feel like you can cheese this one section if you try hard enough? Yeah, but honestly, when it comes down to streaming, it did help me out, especially during quarantine, because, well, let's just say, during the midst of quarantine, or at least close to the end of last year, it really decided to strike like a bitch.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks how, like, unreliable it can be.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, you're just... Are you coming from the dining room? Okay. So, if I'm right, this is like one of the last few areas.
This is the life. Nothing beats a house. Did you hear someone outside?
I got a key.
Take it. I don't want to go out in the cold.
The clock is ticking even lower. Okay, where do I put the key? Well, that's the real question. Oh wait, there's a piece of evidence in there. Ah, the murder victim is a suspect all along. Oh, crap. Honestly, what did make get you interested into streaming? I never actually asked you that.
So at the time, I was working 2 jobs just so I could help my dad pay rent because he expected a lot out of me.
Right.
And it was just sort of just honestly grueling. And I don't know. I just I've done PS4 streaming for a bit because I started out doing like just PS4 streaming.
Right.
And I kind of like I just wanted to get back into it because why not?
Oh yeah.
And
Sorry, it's just I was looking at chat. Yeah, Lucky, I do hope your moving goes smoothly. Sorry to interrupt you, Emmy.
oh yeah, so I don't know. I just thought I could try it out again, and it just sort of became a habit because it was just fun. And it just sort of just gave me something to look forward to while I was working 2 jobs.
Yeah, and that's definitely fair. And yeah, I also started from PS4 streaming too. In fact,
Who done it?
honestly, I tried to start doing like this whole online career and stuff like that a little bit too early. God, I'm so lucky I never kept like my old Google accounts because I would not be able to handle those old videos. But yeah, it was like I kind of had like many times where I wanted to start, but also like kind of dropped it, and it wasn't helping around that time. I was doing school and a bunch of other stuff as well.
Yeah, it's just because like streaming is just a hobby that gives you something to look forward to, and like give you something to think about. Like, oh, I'll do this next time I'm able to stream or something.
Right.
The victim did it. Wait. It seems you've seen through my charade. It was my turn to clean the Owl Express, and I just decided to. Well,
Oh my God. I love it when you pick the murder suspect himself. I started with laptop streaming. I mean, it's definitely better than PS4 streaming, I guess. It's just, how do I put it? Like, the PS4 does give you a good amount of stuff, but if your game has, like, a block on it, you won't be able to stream it.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
I would say at least working 2 jobs. Yeah, working 2 jobs maybe at least like save up enough to get my own, like build my own PC. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, I will say PC streaming is so much better.
Yeah, it gives you so many options. I'm pretty sure some mad lad out there is using the PS4 as a viable way of streaming. But I can't do it.
It works.
Yeah, it works, and it does give you a good amount of options for what it has.
Yeah. Before I play a game on the PS4, I look up if there's any blocked content. Most likely, if it's a new game with a lot of cutscenes, which I liked playing at the time, then yeah, a lot of it's gonna be blocked.
Right.
Like Persona 5, where literally the whole entire game is blocked. Isn't that great?
Yep. Or better yet, Sonic Forces. Don't ask, but all the cutscenes for the game are blocked, and no, that has not changed yet.
I
Forever.
may not look like it right now,
It's
but
Sonic
I'm well
Forces.
traveled. I know the way.
I'm not kidding.
Of all games.
I wonder what made Sega think, yeah, this is the game where we'll ask people to not share it online. Actually, not thinking
Aw
about it.
man, we might have to just let out the spoilers. The Sonic's dead for 2 seconds. Aw man.
Oh my god. Honestly, give me a second. Honestly, that's one of the two. It's one of the few games that I really wouldn't play. Uh-oh. Oh no. All Tales of games are completely blocked. Wait, all the Tales of games are completely blocked on PS4, especially the ones that, you know, existed for like over a decade. Oh my god, I'm honestly shocked that I question why developers have the blocks on these games that are kind of old. Especially Sonic Forces, but Sonic Forces is its own mess that I'll never be looking at, ever.
Wait, have you played Sonic Forces?
I have played a little bit of it, and I was disappointed. Not gonna finish
Play
it.
the whole game. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it's so good with me boosting throughout the entire
It's so
game.
good.
Look, I'll stream it one day because after I stream Sonic 06 to its entirety, yeah, there's no barrel I can hit lower. Well, sort of. There's one barrel I can hit lower. That game is called Shadow the Hedgehog. And if you're questioning me why I hold Shadow the Hedgehog lower compared to Sonic 06, I have a reason. Where's
I mean,
that
it's just
damn
more
fourth
boring.
Chaos
Sonic
Emerald?
06 is like fun, but bad.
Yeah, that too.
Shadow the Hedgehog is boring and requires you to play the game like more than 40 times to get everything.
Yep. And you'll be playing that beginning level more than you need to. God. And the worst part is I actually got it working on Dolphin, and it looks good. But also looks bad. Never in my life have I thought I would say those two words combined. Oh. No! Ow. No, I don't want to be grabbed by the... I don't want to be grabbed by the hands! Dang it. Okay. Gonna have to find a different way. Oh, Sage, can't wait till you come back. Oh. not thinking about it, I also some games I kind of regret not playing or not getting a GameCube for. I haven't played Luigi's Mansion or Sunshine.
I recommend Luigi's Mansion. Sunshine's fun too.
Yeah,
Those are fun stream games.
It's definitely one of the few games I wanted to try out.
Yeah, I was unable to play those games until I started streaming.
And I did hear like the Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door.
Oh, that's good too. Have you not played that?
Yeah, I haven't played that either. A few games that I did play thanks to streaming, and otherwise not. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was one of the few games I played thanks to streaming. It was a really good game.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 I grew up with.
I do remember like my best friend had it. I didn't play it myself, but I did like the way it looked. Spider-Man games that I did grow up with were like Shattered Dimensions and what was the other one? Okay, can't break it with that. Well, I guess we're gonna have to break it with these cherries. What was it? I'm trying to think of the other few games. Yeah, like for the most part, it was mostly licensed games that I got to play thanks to streaming. Like Tak and the Great Juju Challenge.
Oh, Tak! I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, I definitely watched the show. I haven't played the game, and that was the only one I did play, and it gave me a good impression, like a really good impression. Oh, hey, how's it going?
You.
Oh, wait, I noticed there's something up there. I want the shiny. Yes! I got the shiny. Gonna run. Oh, yeah, and like thanks to streaming, it also did sort of help me out when it came to making friends and meeting some really cool people like you.
Yeah.
'Cause
when I started streaming, I had not really much friends, so streaming helped out a lot and sort of like took with that loneliness away from me.
Yeah, it definitely did help, especially considering right around quarantine, I lost most of my friends. The whole group. It was,
Did you just recently get out of high school, or?
yeah, I recently got out of high school and,
That'll do it.
yeah,
I'm sorry I had to go through that, though. It's never fun.
it's definitely not fun, and the most part is, like, these are really cool people, too, and we'll hope the best for them, because it still hurts. That's the only thing, but...
You're still able to keep in touch. I mean, a lot of people will be a lot busier than usual, but it's not like they shunned you, you know?
yeah.
Unless they did shun you.
Well, I mean, I still have access to like a few of my friends from high school, and two are really people that I actually can rely on. And I still have.
Yeah, just know that they're not forever gone. Like, it won't be as often as it was before, but you can still talk to them and, you know, keep in check and all that.
Right. But again, like, yeah, streaming definitely did help when it came to that loneliness. 'Cause I met like a lot of cool friends, and been a part of a good amount of communities. Yeah. Yeah, look, that is true. It's pretty rough. But hey, streaming definitely did help ease it, and keeping in touch is easier nowadays too. Yeah, I mean it sort of is. Just with that, with the specific group, it kind of is a bit rocky. That's all.
It's understandable. I unfortunately had to go through that type of phase about a year earlier to hop into school. But like, when I was at your age, like I was going through a lot too, and you know, people had doing like part in their own ways, and things getting rocky is definitely like a big part of it. But I'm glad you found streaming, because I wish I found streaming a lot earlier.
Yeah, and I don't think it should actually exist. So, I mean, well, it's like because of how I make friends with people definitely older my age. Well, how old are you exactly?
22.
22. Okay. Yeah, because I definitely made friends with.
Yeah, I'm not that old. I'm not old like Lucky is. Back in my day.
Back in my day, not many people had TV computers and cell phones.
Back in my day, everything was black and white.
Yeah, I only asked because, like, most of the friends I talk to, or most of the friends I have nowadays, are definitely older than me. And
Alright, lassie.
I wouldn't say it's a weird feeling, but also it's like it's interesting.
Whatever you do, I need a movie.
Most of my friends are older.
You can save us all.
I feel like it's good though, because
the cameras are gonna be rolling,
I
lassie.
don't know. Most people, are, like most older people, are mature. Not all of them, but most of them are.
Yeah, most of them are.
And you can learn a lot from like older people.
Yeah, that's definitely true too.
Except for me, don't learn anything from me. I'm a bad influence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that much of a good influence either. I'll just tell you to do the good things, but please do not expect me to keep up with it. Whoa! No! I forgot the train cuts in parts. I don't need these watches. Oh dang, am I still supposed to be mature? Nah, don't worry. Who needs to be mature these days? Just be responsible, I guess.
No one's ever mature.
Exactly.
Mature is a lie that we all tell ourselves.
Oh, that's a close one.
Man, this level stress.
Yep. Honestly, that's the one thing I don't like. Time segments, because time in any game just gives me anxiety up the roof. Especially if you add it on the final
yeah,
boss
definitely.
as well.
40 seconds until self-destruct. Where to?
Yeah, like that's your first mistake. Look at where you are now.
Oh wow, I did not notice there was a gate. I was about to fall in. Ow. And I did actually fall in. Whoops. Damn you! Damn you had a time physics.
Oh, you
Okay. Train was a bit stressful, but it was beaten. Woo!
You still going through it?
I just ended my
Okay.
part, so it's just loading. Alright. I think I want to try beating this segment too when it comes to its trophies. I mean, timepieces. Trophies, what am I talking about? Wait. Okay. No. Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. I realized that. I'm watching an awesome stream, that's where I am. Yeah! Let's see. Yeah, sorry, I mean, I picked the wrong one. Because I was gonna pick the other one for the penguin.
The Battle of the Birds gets kind of confusing with its segmented levels.
Can't wait to try it out. This is also he's about to be like my first time trying the Battle of the Birds. Because, gonna be honest with you, when it came to most things in Chapter 2, I skipped it the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not that it bored me to death, it's just... I was... At the time when I was playing Hat in Time, I was in a rush to beat more games than I should have. And...
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and that's also another thing. Don't. Because I rushed through Persona 5, skipping, like, most of the story. Like, I do know the story by heart now, and mostly because that's Royal. I played Royal for that. But
Hello, we're about to start for this
yeah,
movie.
originally it was
I think
just...
I might have to get that early in this stage because there's a rift piece here. I think I
Your
need to
current
get.
outfit.
Oh, wait, my outfit.
I don't remember exactly though, or else I might have taken it. There's an achievement for
Good luck,
this.
darling.
Oh, really?
That's really hard to get.
Get ready.
Where you can't touch the ground like the crowd wants.
Okay. Why? As soon as you said it.
I tell you, it's hard. I love this song though.
Yeah, it's so good.
Chapter 2 is probably like my favorite.
Presentation wise, I definitely like it. Though I think it's because besides I love horror, I like it's Chapter 3, right? With the woods.
Yeah, Subcon Forest. Or is that Chapter 4? No, it's Chapter 3. Chapter 4 is the open world.
Gotcha. Oh.
No, I'm getting crashed!
Oh no.
No!
Aw. Hat in Time, ladies and gentlemen, the most stable game.
I wasn't even
No, that's mean. Look, the little parade thing just hit me. And I fell back. Oh. Did my game crash too? Let's see in the next minute. Nope, it didn't. Thought it crashed for a minute, but it decided to give me a scare. Why? Why would you move? This one is pretty long though, that's the only thing. Kinda making me regret it when I have to rush through it a bit.
I wonder if I'm on my Hat Kid profile, if it'll let me stay as characters.
Oh crap, that was an explosion. This man's literally causing homicide. Oh my, yeah, this man's causing homicide. How is he not being charged? What is he, Michael Bay? Oh, the fucking explosion's going around. One.
Yes, I can be Sora now.
Ow.
Oh, he's so floaty. I love it.
No! I got hit. How much is
Oh,
gonna
he
restart
plays
me
differently.
by?
Okay. I can't with actually Sora.
Now you gotta beat the Heartless. Ah! I forgot this part of the stage.
He has like all the animations too.
So, it's really just Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora?
Yeah, he's got like the fight, like he's got the running animation, the hitting animations where you use the umbrella.
Oh my god.
I can't dive from what I'm seeing.
That's the problem.
No, but he has a very floaty second jump.
Alright. There we go.
This is well the mod.
Alright. It looks like we can at least beat chapter 2 of this. So that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So, how's the snow been for you?
Oh, did you leave this one?
Oh, yeah, I recently just beat the one.
Oh, I'm gonna have.
Okay, let's see. Alright, so the final battle. Actually, I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
Let me just put on
I'll keep everyone entertained.
Understood.
So, chat, how's life? Welcome to me being entertaining. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying the stream? Make sure to give a follow. When you can. I mean, you don't have to do it now if you're busy. I understand that. Being busy is all part of life. Well, I could be Bubble Zora. I can make Zora do this one. Oh, him doing the smoke dance is the stupidest thing ever. Sorry. But, are you having a good time? Are you enjoying the stream? Are you... I'm a good entertainer, I swear. Make sure to hydrate. Just in case you don't feel like it. You should feel like it though. But, did you know that bees are bees?
I didn't know that. I thought they were wasps.
This is why you want to be on your stream, right?
Yes.
The quality content.
Quality content. Comedy gold at its finest.
I think this is the wrong one.
Wait. Yes! Oh my god.
No, this one's weird. This one is understandable.
Yes.
Of what exactly is Deadbird Studio and what is the final version of Deadbird Studio. It's annoying. Did you do the trophy first?
Yeah, I think I did everything. I did the trophy. I think I just picked the wrong mission. Again.
Oh my god, you can even put like two sunglasses on Sora and he does a special animation.
The conductor has a high score. Confirm him as the winner. No. No, wait. Yeah. He's kind of smug about it. Are you sure you won? Yeah.
Wait, did you start it yet?
Oh, I did. Sorry.
Tiny, insignificant.
No, because you have to get out anyway soon.
Yes. I got the timepiece, and now nothing will stop me from going home. Oh, it actually just ends. Okay. I actually wasn't expecting it to end. Okay, well, that happened. I think it's because I screwed up and didn't, like, get it to a halfway point. I guess there was supposed to be a boss fight?
It's weird. Because I had problems with that when I was playing with someone.
Yeah, I definitely know that one, like, on the PlayStation version, I got the penguin instead of the bird, the crow or whatever. What is he exactly? The owl? I think it's said owl.
Wait, the bird one? Are you talking about the conductor?
The conductor, yes. Because I actually don't know what he is. Also, I think the game might have crashed. Let's play.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know, let's play another round of Did It Crash?
Oh, fighting with Sora in this game is weird. His hitbox is all choppy.
I bet it is. Honestly, I might download the mod for myself later.
It's like this game wasn't meant for Sora.
Yeah, it might have. It might have crashed. Oh no, if it closes, then I guess that's about time to wrap it up. I mean, at least it closed at the time where I got the thing. Please don't crash. I'm begging you, Hat in Time, don't crash. I know I installed like 20 or 7 mods onto you, but please. I think it's actually about to crash. That's what. He's the conductor. That's what he is. A conductor. Yes, that's the right answer. That's the true answer, as some would say. I actually, oh god, I actually think the game crashed. It's not doing anything.
Oh, get your Dorito chips. Oh, you know Chibi Manny? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, Chibi Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, do know him.
He came to my stream a couple times, but I haven't seen him other than that.
Really? Yeah, he usually comes, around on my streams for the most part. Let's play another round. Oh my god, Pokey added the quote. Let's play another round of Did It Crash? Because, yeah, it's starting to look like Crash Bandicoot on my PC. Actually, can't wait for Crash 4 to come to the PC. Now I can break 2 controllers for 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it did look like the game crashed after waiting for a minute, so it looks like I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream. Thank you, Emmy, so much for coming down to the stream and, playing with me. It was really fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. And I would definitely wouldn't mind if you want to do this more, or again some other time. But as for right now, I'm gonna do the usual thing and start wrapping up. Also later, gonna look into calling Optimum and pay them a beating. I meant visit.
But yeah, thanks again for having me on here.
Yeah, no problem. It was really fun playing with you. Let's see, who can we raid? Because I was gonna raid one of my friends, but it looks like they went offline. So, yeah. So yeah. So that thing, it only works for mods and me. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I was just trying to play a joke.
That's alright. Though I don't know about that Take-Two Action guy. He's pretty okay, but nervous too much.
That's okay. I'd be nervous too.
Alright, I think I got somebody good to raid.
Heck yeah.
So today we're gonna be raiding Till Days. And they are playing. Oh wait. Oh, they're cooking. They're doing a cooking stream. Oh.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Oh, hey, Garland. Yeah, sorry, Garland. We're about to wrap this up. Do hope you're doing well, and also remember what I said. You deserve love. That guy who treated you like that really was bad. What are they cooking? Oh, they're cooking Basco chicken. That sounds pretty good. Ooh, I definitely know after this I'm having some chili. Yeah, sorry, Garland. I promise you next time, stream's gonna be a bit longer, hopefully, because I'm planning on playing Kingdom Hearts tomorrow.
Kingdom Hearts, which one?
I'm playing through the first one. I recently played through the first world, which was Destiny Island, and then Traverse Town, so I'm going through the actual worlds. So, yeah, hope everybody has a good day. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you, Emmy, for collaborating with me. It means so much to me. Hope
thank
you all...
Thank you. Yeah, you guys be sure to follow this dude. He's cool. You're a cool dude.
Thanks. What was I gonna say? It was something about, crap.
My cat says goodbye.
Oh, cute. Oh, so I don't know what's going on, but I can't. One of the elements are too small, so I'm just going to end this.